Hey guys, Tony here. Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. It's Friday, May 10th. I got bullish news to share with you guys. Let's take a look at the market. The market looks beautiful right now. Bitcoin just crossed over 6,400. Ethereum just over $174. XRP over 30 cents. We are seeing green across the board. It's really good to see the alts bouncing back because yesterday we saw a pullback for the alts across the board. So alt season might be starting again here, but Bitcoin is leading the charge here, guys. And we, of course, haven't decoupled from Bitcoin as yet, and the market's going to follow Bitcoin's move. But you know, this is a young market. We're waiting for maturity, but it looks great, and I hope this bullish rally continues into the weekend, because sometimes on the weekends there are pullbacks. So expect that there's going to be some corrections along the way, but we continue to build new support levels, higher highs and higher lows. And I'm personally looking for Bitcoin to cross over 6,800 and go over 7,000, because right now I think we're still in the transition phase from bear to bull. We also want to hit those key resistance levels that Bitcoin was holding last year before it dumped down to 3,000. So that's what I'm looking for before I say we are in a bull market. But as soon as it crosses over 7,000, I'm ready to jump on that train. So it looks great here, guys. Now, we got some bullish news from Tim Draper. He's always had a positive bullish outlook on Bitcoin since a long time ago. He's a very rich venture capitalist investor. So Tim Draper envisions a Bitcoin at $250,000, taking 5% of the global market share by 2023. Let me give you the details. Bitcoin will have a 5% market share of the entire world by 2023, serial venture capital investor Tim Draper told Fox Business in an interview. Speaking on the sidelines of the SALT conference in Las Vegas, Draper, who has become a stalwart Bitcoin advocate, said the largest crypto would continue to gain dramatically in price. Here are some quotes. "It's going to keep going because I'm a believer that in 4 years, something like that, Bitcoin will be about 5% share of the earth. It's a better currency. It's decentralized, open, it's transparent. Everybody knows what happens on the blockchain." So he's certainly bullish on this, and he predicts, $250,000 by 2023. And I don't think this is outlandish, because you see the financial instruments being built around Bitcoin. Bitcoin is moving to more of a store of value. The Lightning Network's on its way to improve its usability. It's global. It's a lot of different, even countries where their fiat currency are failing, they're moving to Bitcoin. So it's really, leading the market here because it's the original. It has the branding, and its scalability solution is on its way. We know the Bitcoin halving is coming up next year, and a lot of these big players like your Fidelity, your TD Ameritrades, and so forth are launching services behind it. And speaking of financial instruments and services around crypto and Bitcoin, a new crypto ETF has just been filed with the US SEC. We continue to see traditional market or financial market players come into this crypto market and are looking to launch futures and ETFs and all kinds of different things here. So a prospectus for a new crypto-based exchange-traded fund has just been filed with the SEC. The proposed ETF, posted by the SEC on May 9th, was created by Crescent Crypto Index Services, LLC, a subsidiary of Crescent Crypto Asset Management, LLC, to track the performance of a market capitalization-weighted portfolio of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Dubbed the USCF Crescent Crypto Index Fund, ticker symbol XBET, the ETF is sponsored by the United States Commodity Funds, LLC, which will invest XBET's asset in two portfolio cryptocurrencies. The prospectus states XBET is an exchange-traded fund. This means that the most investors who decide to buy or sell shares of XBET place their trade orders through their brokers and may incur customary brokerage commissions and charges. Shares of XBET are expected to trade on the NYSE Arca under the ticker symbol XBET and will be bought and sold throughout the trading day at a bid and ask prices like other publicly traded securities. Guys, I've said it many times, the big players are coming in and they're going to look to position this market the same way the stock market is. This is the new asset class, and we are very early. We're the pioneers, we're the hodlers, and count yourself lucky you're here, because left and right, they're coming out of the woodwork, guys, and looking to set up shop. They're buying the tokens, they're building financial instruments, they're setting up software and tracking and indexes and hardware, storage, and different custody services. It is all coming together. Now, moving ahead here, Anthony Popliano of Morgan Creek. I've met him in person. Really cool guy. You guys may have seen him on different TV shows. He's has a large following on Twitter. Well, he was talking to Crypto Ran, or Ran Nooner of CNBC Crypto Trader, and he said Fidelity will stick to top cryptos like Bitcoin or XRP. So essentially, he was asked a question about what Fidelity will be doing and what they will be service they will be providing, and he mentioned like Fidelity is not going to think about the bottom 99. They are going to stick to the top ones like Bitcoin and XRP. And we've talked about that. They're going to start with the top cryptos, and eventually they will probably work their way down the list. But initially, I'm sure they're just going to offer like Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, and maybe Bitcoin Cash, even though I don't like Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and so forth. So, he has obviously some insights working at a crypto investment firm and, rubbing shoulders with different people of that caliber. So, great update here. And moving ahead, this is actually pretty big. Abra inks a deal with fintech unicorn Plaid to add support for the thousands of banks. So let me give you the details. Cryptocurrency wallet application Abra has inked a deal with fintech unicorn Plaid that'll allow customers to act across 1,000 banks to connect to its platform. See the infrastructure being built here, guys, and this is global. A lot of these apps and services are global, and people from across the globe are going to be able to access crypto, trade it, use it, spend it. So big things are ahead, and this is a huge win for Abra here. So here's a quote: "The addition of these new liquidity enhancements in our app gives users more ways to move between crypto and fiat." And this is coming from the CEO, Bill Barth. "We're particularly excited about our partnership with Plaid, which brings thousands of additional financial institutions into the Abra ecosystem for U.S. customers." This is awesome, guys. Right now, their cryptos are, let's see. The integration has expanded. Let me give you guys the updates as far as which cryptos. At its core, the update will bring more liquidity to the platform, helping users move more seamlessly between their crypto and fiat currencies. Those cryptos were once limited to Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Ethereum, but Plaid integration has expanded Abra's offerings for native withdrawal support to all 30 cryptocurrencies supported on the app. So this is pretty cool, guys, and a big win for Abra here. Now, governments are on board, guys. They're regulating it, helping this market to grow. UK government-led jurisdiction team to define status of crypto under English private law. So the UK and the Europe and different places are moving ahead. A British government-led jurisdiction team has launched a public consultation to determine the status of crypto assets under English private law. In the document, the UK Jurisdiction Task Force stated the existing legal uncertainty around crypto industry is a major reason for a lack of confidence by investors. Same thing in the United States, right? I think more of the mainstream investors want to come in, more of the businesses and institutions want to leverage digital assets and crypto, but some are afraid to touch it because there's not enough clarity. Here's a quote: "Mainstream investors still need to be convinced that their legal rights can be protected when they trade in crypto assets and enter into smart contracts." So great move here by the folks there. Let's hope they can move fast on it. Let's hope the US can move fast as well. But moving ahead here, guys, shout out to Bank XRP, and also credit to this user Naturally Paid or Charles Hunter here on Twitter. But the Ripple XRP Liquid Index, which NASDAQ mentioned they went live with, is being indexed in Google here. So many times you can Google a stock like Apple or whatever it is, and Google will display that stock information, but it's a beautiful thing to see. Ripple XRP Liquid Index, as you can see here, guys, if you Google XRP LX NASDAQ, it will show up and give you the price and a lot of data. The infrastructure being built and the fact that it is showing up in a search engine like this is great, because as the market grows, people are going to start searching for price information, data feeds, and so forth. And man, I'm so glad I'm here early ahead of all these things being built and just sitting back and watching it. I'm accumulating, not financial or investment advice, and sitting back and watch this beautiful market being built out and watch it grow, guys. Now, big news around Ethereum. As I stated before, I hold Ethereum. I'm bullish on it. And they said, we'll tokenize the house. Mortgages are coming to to Ethereum this summer. So there's a lot of building happening around Ethereum. It is a first mover among the other smart contract platforms. It has the trust, and a lot of companies are building on it. On Thursday, the fintech startup Fluidity will announce plans for the Ethereum-powered mortgages in California and New York. Fluidity execs say the offering is slated for this summer once all licensing paperwork is finalized. Here's a quote: "We'll tokenize the house." Token economy. If you've been subscribed to this channel, we've been talking about that. Every single thing will be tokenized. Real estate, stocks, all these things. And it's all going to be built based on blockchain to improve the trust, the tracking of all these things, and improve the ability for investors to get in and do different things, right? Because, let's say they tokenize a marketplace, or a building, you could be in another part of the world and invest in that house or that building, because it's now tokenized. So everything's on the blockchain. It's all accounted. You don't have to worry about anything being lost. It's all on the blockchain. So we'll tokenize the house, which will effectively take the collateral that is in the equity of the house, said Fluidity chief architect Todd Lepiot. "We're pledging the house and you get an advance rate back in terms of dollars." So this is big, guys. This is big, man. This is amazing to see. And imagine that mortgages being issued on the Ethereum blockchain, with their smart contract technology, and the other smart contract platforms. I hold Cardano and some little bit of Tron, and there's the other ones, EOS and so forth, but nothing is matching up to what Ethereum is doing and what's being built. I've shown you guys governments doing auctions using the Ethereum blockchain. Banks issuing loans using the Ethereum blockchain, guys. It's amazing. The Ethereum Foundation announces annual funding next DevCon location. So things are progressing. The Ethereum Foundation is planning to spend $30 million on different projects across the ecosystem for the next 12 months. The company's executive director, Aya, I can't pronounce her last name, revealed at Consensus Ethereum Summit on May 10th. In the course of the next year, the foundation is going to allocate funds for the improvement of Ethereum's performance and security, which includes working on the current proof of work algorithm of Ethereum 1.x and the general core support and development, raising awareness about the altcoin by organizing hackathons and so forth. But we know Ethereum is moving to proof of stake. So you guys may know about these staking where you need 32 Ethereum. So you better research that. If you have 32 or more, you got an opportunity to earn and do some staking, guys. So be on the lookout for that. Crypto bank hires former Deutsche Bank executive. The flocking of talent is coming from the Wall Street and banks and all that the current financial markets into crypto, guys. I'm not even going to go into it here that much. I tried to highlight these things to show you what's happening in the real world, not just in the bubble of crypto, right? These people are moving, they're transitioning, a lot of investing is happening. So it's really cool. Founders Bank, which plans to offer financial services to crypto companies, has appointed former Deutsche Bank executive Kenan Altunis as chief executive officer. You think these people are coming here for a fad, for a Ponzi scheme, as some people call it, a fake money, right? No, guys. This is the future. This is the disruptive technology that's into this new asset class that is on the rise. Here, some interesting information. U.S. senators seek information on Facebook's Libra crypto project. So Facebook, as you know, has been working on looking to issue a stable coin. Well, the U.S. Senate banking community is clearly concerned about Facebook's new crypto project and how it's treating individuals' financial information. But I'm sure they're also probably worried because of its impact on the US dollar, given that Facebook is so huge. And if people start using, there's a lot of people on Facebook, right? Let's be honest. And they start using Facebook stablecoin and so forth, it's going to be interesting. So they're being, kind of investigated, so to speak, here. This is interesting. Now, shout out to BitTrue, man. You guys have seen my interview with the CEO of BitTrue. If you haven't, check out my interviews playlist. And they said, exciting news. Credit card purchase will soon be brought live. By May 15th, you will be able to seamlessly purchase your XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and trade it for other coin/tokens instantly. 47 XRP pairs are live, by the way. So they're very bullish on XRP. XRP is a base currency on this exchange, and They are doing some great things. So if you use BitTrue, continue to support them. They're really good and very transparent, and they listen to their customers. Finally, if you follow me on Twitter, be sure to follow me on Twitter. I tweeted the following today that I saw this morning on my way to work. Crypto without chaos, the Gemini ad. And this is in the Hoboken Path subway station here. And we see the mass marketing has started. We saw Gemini do ads in Wall Street. They're doing it on buses and trains and all kinds of stuff, guys. It is starting. And I'm telling you, Fidelity and backed once they launch, and TD Ameritrade at RSX, they're going to start it as well. We saw that, oh boy, I forgot the name, but the Drop Gold campaign by the crypto investment fund. The name escapes me right now. We had covered it in an earlier video. But there's a lot of mass marketing that's going to start happening, guys. So get ready, but patience is the key. Patience. You can't have a tunnel vision and just look at prices. You got to look at what's being built and the long-term vision and the holistic vision of this market. So guys, what do you think about this news? A lot of bullish news. Man, count yourself lucky. And we have the facts in front of our face. No one's making up anything here. The money's coming in. The governments are on board. The talent is flocking to this market. It is on the rise. So guys, leave your thoughts and comments below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links in the description. Thank you to my Patreon supporters, and I'll talk to you guys later.